Georgia, Alabama. Number 3 Georgia, number 9 Alabama. Georgia is a 2.5-point favorite. Over under 47.5. Georgia playing back-to-back games at Mercedes-Benz. Games in Atlanta. Dylan, can Alabama do it again? You say it's hard to beat a team twice. Can Alabama do it against Georgia this weekend?
Alabama plus 2.5. Yeah, oh, brother. It is tough to beat the same team twice in a year. I do truly believe that. I think the problem here is I think Alabama is that much better than Georgia. I think Alabama is suited to exploit Georgia's weaknesses on defense. Alabama, especially early in the year, struggled to run the ball. They were moving the ball a little bit on the ground against Auburn. I was impressed to see that. I was glad to see that as an Alabama backer. But this Georgia defense ranks 83rd in EPA per pass attempt allowed, and Alabama's 17th in passing offense. So I think they're well positioned to exploit that weakness on Georgia's defense. I'm not going to take anything in this game standalone. I have Alabama to win the SEC future that I'm holding on to. I do think Alabama wins this game, and I think this completely changes the narrative that we have about Kalen DeBoer. Not we, but the national media has about Kalen DeBoer. I think this is a revolutionary. That sounds a little bit too exaggerated, but this is a big win for DeBoer.
So do you find it a little interesting that Lane Kiffin, Penn State, Lincoln Riley, and everybody was waiting for that Iron Bowl game to happen last Saturday? Because feels like there would have been a rash decision made if Auburn comes out and wins that game. It seems like DeBoer might have been gone.
I think a lot of Alabama fans would have called for that. I don't know.
I think DeBoer might have wanted to leave Tuscaloosa if he lost that game.
And go where?
USC.
Go where?
Penn State.
BYU.
Not BYU. Too big of a job for him.
Step down from Bama.
Step down, man. You don't know what it's like, man. We got money now.
I'll tell you guys what. Coming into the last week, I felt totally different about these teams. Neither one of Georgia or Alabama inspired much confidence in me this past weekend. I mean, this Georgia offense put up 16 on a Georgia Tech defense that just gave up 42 to Pitt 6 days prior. 16 points.
NC State.
Yeah, and this is a Georgia Tech defense that really kind of fell off the tracks as the year went on, and Georgia couldn't score, couldn't move the ball. Gunnar Stockton didn't really do much for me, and don't put me on another voiceover clip and talking crap about Gunnar Stockton again.
No. Hey, I'll take care of this one. Gunnar Stockton was absolutely pathetic in that Georgia Tech game. Against a weak Georgia Tech defense, you go 11 of 21, 70 yards and a touchdown.
Yep.
Please.
Yeah, and that's why, I think you guys are right. It is tough to beat a team twice, but if that's the Georgia offense we're going to get, I'm going to trust Ty Simpson and Alabama a lot more in a spot like this. If we're going to get that Georgia offense we just saw last week against Georgia Tech, I don't want to do it because I truly think it is tough to beat a team like that twice. I think I'm going to pick Bama here just for the sole fact of what I saw against Georgia Tech last week.
Couple things.
I don't feel great about it.
Kirby Smart sees that cursive A and just freaks out. You talk about Ryan Day seeing the block M or whatever. It's Kirby Smart seeing that Alabama logo right now because he cannot beat Kalen DeBoer for some reason. This is just weird, man, because Alabama can't run the ball. The run game's awful. It's terrible. Ty Simpson is the better quarterback in this matchup. But I don't know, man. I don't feel good about either of these teams going into the postseason right now. Both of them haven't been great to close the season, to be honest. I think they're both kind of on a downward trend a little bit. I know Georgia's won some ball games, but they really had to play a bunch of tough opponents. It was Texas, and then outside of that, you got the Ole Miss game, but they honestly should have lost to Ole Miss if we're being honest. This is why we've been out on this Georgia team.
So
Since
Alabama.
the preseason, Carter. Since the preseason.
It's tough to beat a team twice.
It's tough to beat a team twice.
That is the sole factor. I want to pick Georgia, but I'm not going to do it after Gunnar Stockton just threw for 70 yards against Georgia Tech.
I'm going to take a page out of the Connor Sparrow book.
What's that?
Bill Belichick. No, just kidding. I will be taking a page out of the Connor Sparrow book. I've been wrong on this Georgia team too many times. I'm picking Georgia. Gunnar Stockton, you are unbelievable. You are such a good quarterback. You're going to get it done with your legs and your arm in this game. They're going to mollywop Alabama. Gunnar Stockton and Georgia get it done. Kirby Smart wins the SEC title, gets a bye in the college football playoff, gets the number 2 seed. Also, if Alabama wins this game, though, I think you probably got to move Bama to the top 4 of the college football playoff.
Yeah, 100%. You
Probably
do.
so.
But you know,
You
it's
have to
hilarious.
wonder with this.
If they lose, it's going to be hilarious because people are going to be like, "Oh, 3 lost Alabama," and we're going to get into the whole argument of you can't ding somebody for losing the conference title, and it's going to be 11-2 BYU versus 10-3 Alabama, and it's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
You have to wonder how good this Georgia team would be if they had a quarterback like Carson Beck or something, right? Like if they went out in the transfer portal and got a guy like that.
They'd probably lose to Louisville and SMU.
That's a fair point. Beat Notre Dame though.
You'd beat Notre Dame. You'd beat South Florida on the CW, but once you got to play Louisville on a Friday night, good luck on that one. Anything else
I'm
from
excited.
this game?
This will be a good game. I think this will be a good game. I'm excited.
On the record, Alabama wins.
Georgia
I'm going
wins.
to take Bama. I'm taking Bama.
Give me Gunnar Stockton.